What is up? What is up, y'all? My lighting is never where it needs to be. I don't know why I think it needs to be back there. It needs to be right here. Fix this hat real quick. I gotta go to work soon. Cannot believe I'm even hopping on here. Kind of tired, but I had to because I'm on a little streak. What is up? What is up? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I'm on a little streak right now. So real quick, I'm going to have to edit. I don't think y'all can see my screen, which is perfect. But I need to edit my goal real quick because we hit my sub goal. We hit my sub goal. I think that my sub goal was like, what was it, 1,060, I believe. So now we're at 1,080. So at this point, it's 1,100 is now our new sub goal. I cannot believe we're growing in subscribers that quickly, man. It is just amazing. It's unbelievable. It is truly unbelievable how fast everything is growing here. And it's truly, truly just amazing. Thank y'all so much for hitting that subscribe button, for joining me on this journey of just documenting my journey of, hopefully becoming a freelance web developer, right? That's really the whole entire goal here. And I think that's just amazing. Thanks so much, man. Let's keep this pushing. Let's keep this going. Laughing helps. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's finally go and jump into this. Now, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do today because I already did my rock, paper, scissors game yesterday, and I don't know if I want to rebuild it on live because I don't think I had that much of a struggle. So maybe if I struggled a little bit more, I would have rebuilt it. But because I didn't have that much of a struggle, I might just hop on Free Code Camp, do a couple of things there, and then take some more notes. Probably see if I could rebuild it maybe on another day, like maybe on one of my days off, to see if I can do it again. But I didn't struggle that much, so I feel like probably wouldn't have to go and do that. But let's finally go and jump over to some coding. So the first thing we're going to do is we've been doing this little debugging debugging by building a random background generator. So we did a little bit of that. I think there's probably like 7 or 9 steps or something. So we're on step 5. So I'm probably just going to solve some of these steps because if you guys don't know, the more steps that I solve, the closer I get to receiving a JavaScript certification, which is super dope. I already got the responsive web design certification. So I'm trying to make sure I get this one, a little bit, at least as closely as I can get it to my responsive web design certification, but I'm still in the process of learning JavaScript, and I think I'm getting so much better, y'all. Y'all have no idea. I'm getting so much better. But let's keep this pushing. Camperbot has created a new variable called BG hex code span elements, and this might not show me looking like I'm better. I might struggle here. But to store the reference to the span element with the ID of BG hex code, however, when they try to log that variable in the console, they get a null. Null is a special value in JavaScript that represents the absence of a value. This can happen when you try to access a property of an object that just doesn't exist. So in this case, Camperbot is not passing in the correct selector, document.query selector method. Fix the document.query selector BG hex code line so that it correctly selects the ID of the BGX code. So I think what's going on here, is it the hashtag? Oh, okay, we got that. I was like, glory to God, I go with the one that I believe the most because in my head, I was about to erase everything. I was like, document.query selector looks right. And then I was like, maybe this? But then I was like, wait, no, because everything looks right here. The only thing is I think it needs a hashtag. But I don't even remember. I think it needs a hashtag when it's an ID. But when it's a regular thing like body, I think body goes by itself. Like there's no, you don't need a hashtag. But when it comes to a class, I'm wondering, when it comes to a class, do you do a hashtag or do you do a dot? I forget. Well, honestly, that would just be trial and error at that point. So it says this still doesn't work here. So Camperbot has now created a function called change background color that changes the background color of the page to a random color from the dark colors R or AR. R. I guess I would just go with R. I'm assuming the same dark colors array. Maybe. The function also displays the hex code for the new color. So when they try to test out this function, they notice that the background color is not changing and the text shows the following. So undefined is showing up here because the color variable is not being set correctly. Oh, so it is a dot when it is for a class. That's great. So fix the error in here, let's align so that the color variable is set to a random color from dark colors are array. So we need to fix something in here. So hex code, wait, repeat. So is now change background color. That changes the background color of this. The function also displays the hex code for the new color. So when they try to test out this function, they notice the background color is not changing. Undefined is showing up because the color variable is not being set correctly. Oh, okay. I think it's because, well, why does that say hex code? Because I was thinking that it's because of this, but then that, it's saying hex code. I mean, this is saying const. So fix the error in the dark colors array so that the color variable is set to a random color from the dark color array. Get random index. I think the problem is I'm thinking about like what am I allowed to change? What am I allowed to change is what's throwing me off. Because it's like, if this is declared, am I allowed to change this part or do I leave it as const? No, I think you leave it as const color. And then when it's saying get random, am I doing math.random or or am I missing like a syntax? Because it's saying because the color variable is not being set correctly. Yeah, because I feel like you do const color would equal darks color R. That's so confusing to me because like there's no way it's supposed to be like this. I'm too stuck up here. There's no way it's supposed to be like that. And I'm sure this is supposed to stay like in an array. Yeah, there's no way that's supposed to look like that. So we can close that back up. Trial and error. Trial and error. You should call the get random index function inside of this line. Oh, is that it? I would not have known. I would not have known. I wonder, me rereading this, could I have understood that I was supposed to put that as a function? The function, oh, maybe. The function also displays the hex code for that new color. I think I should have thought of that. But I honestly forgot that we even declared it as a function up here. I feel like if I remembered that it was up here, I definitely would have been like, oh yeah, put the thing. But okay, we got it. Now the back, wait, oh, so it only changed one color. Says, do I have a, what's up, Ivar Gaming? You put, do you have a portfolio? No, I do not. Says, sorry, mistyped without or hashtag is for normal HTML. Says, whenever you feel like you need to change a value of a variable, kindly use let and then tag. No big facts. I already know about that. That's what I was thinking. That's why I was like for this one, because I didn't know if they wanted me to change this or something. But I was like, no, I guess they want me to use this. And then, so now let's keep this pushing. Camperbot is trying to create a new variable called the button, RBTN, short button. So to store the reference to the button element with the ID of click button, however, when they try to log the button element to the console, they see that the button element is null. Open up the index.html to see the correct ID for the button element, then fix the error. Okay, so let's see, what is our ID for the button element? Oh, our ID is just button. And they went crazy here. They put click button. Okie doke, we got that. That one was quite simple. On to the next one. There's nothing really to explain there. Okay, the button still doesn't work here. We're almost there. Camperbot has finished building out the random background color changer. However, when they click the button, the background color does not change. Oh, I've experienced that. Looks like they're trying to use the onClick property, but they're using it incorrectly. The onClick property should be assigned a function reference. So it should be something like button.onClick equals change color. Oh wait, this is the error. Never mind. Remember that you worked with the onClick property in the role-playing game. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I don't remember how to use it. This is great. Look back at the final solution to see how onClick was properly used. Once you fix that final bug, the random background color will change. Look back at the final solution. Are you telling me to go back all the way to... I don't remember how the hell onClick was used. Why would I remember this? Button.onClick. You know what? The best thing to do, because I don't think I'm gonna get it, because it's supposed to be button.onClick equals change background color. Either it has some shit like this, or it doesn't. Okay, that's all I got. Next, we're going to these MDN dots, because I know I'm not going to remember. What the hell does onClick look like? This is the best way to learn. onClick. First of all, why are they doing everything but what I'm looking for? JavaScript onClick. How do I look that up? I just put JS onClick. Or I can't even look it up. This is amazing. Okay, search. How to use the onClick. Oh, wait, they wrote it. Function in JavaScript. The method involves adding onClick. No, not here, damn it. Oh my goodness, why are they showing me it in HTML? onClick, oh, add an event listener? The add an event listener method is used to attack your function by the click. No, yes, I know that. Is that what they really want? Do they want me to add this? But they're talking about the onClick function. They're making me think the onClick is incorrect. I might have to use ChatGPT, bro, because I don't understand why they're showing me this in HTML. In JavaScript file. So we're doing... Yeah, they keep... So maybe... Yeah, they keep doing it in a weird way. Unless maybe they're telling me and I'm just misunderstanding, so... Oh, wait, I think I copied it and pasted it. Okay, guess not. That's my title. How to use onClick in a JS file. So button ID equals my button. So then you're doing const button, you're doing button.onClick equals function. Or button.add event listener. Button.onClick equals function. I mean, that's what it looks like here. Maybe it's the wrong function? Is that the wrong function? But they're using it incorrectly. The onClick property should be assigned to a function reference. Should be assigned to a function reference. So maybe it's assigned to the wrong function. No. Big hex. Once you fix that, the bug is complete. So there's one more thing. And I don't know if it's supposed to be the function. You should not call the change background function. Instead, assign the function reference to the onClick. Oh, wait, what? So it's supposed to be backwards? Assign the function reference to the onClick property. Okay, hold on. So there's a couple things I'm gonna try here. They're either saying doing some shit like this. Let it work though? Oh, it did it. They're either saying doing some shit like this, or they're saying to do... Wait. No, yeah, that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense. What was my other thought? Now that I can't see, I forgot what my other thought was. I gotta reset. What was my other thought? Change background color. You're doing button. What was my other thought? I had a second thought, because it's saying... You should not call this function assign the function reference to the onClick property. Assign the function reference. I mean, it has to be that function because it can't be get random index. So I feel like it must be you're assigning it. Oh wait, that was my other thought. Am I supposed to be doing it the other way around? So like, am I doing this and then doing button onClick? But I feel like that doesn't even make sense. You know, That don't even make sense. Oh wait, hold on. One more thing before I feel like I need help. One more thing before I feel like I need help. Damn it! This is annoying. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, that probably isn't gonna change anything. Why does the background color keep changing every time I do that? Damn, I probably am gonna need help for this one. Oh, and I feel like it's so simple, bro. I think I started overthinking it, and I feel like it's so simple. On click. Let me look one more time over here to see if I can understand it, and if I can't, I'll move forward. What are they talking? They're talking about putting like an alert. Am I supposed to literally declare it as a function? Like, what the hell? I don't know what the hell ChatGPT is doing. Damn it. I really was hoping that I could get that. Oh, wait, you know what? I think I'm overthinking. I just realized. I cannot believe this, y'all. Okay, good. That wasn't it, because I would have been livid if that was it. I would have been like, really? Yeah, then I have no clue. Change background color. Yep, definitely gonna need some help on this one. Damn, goddamn. What the hell? Almost chopped this on me. Alright, so let's see. Now I'm allowing myself to get some help. And by the way, I normally say if I ask for help, then give me help, but that's why I was not looking at the chat, because I already know y'all was giving me help without me asking. But I guess I'll go. So saying, sorry, Mr. Oh, where are we at? Wait, maybe y'all didn't give me answers. I admire your persistence, AI. Oh, okay, y'all didn't give me answers. That's good. Thank y'all. Oh, wait, never mind. You did at that. More towards the end, but that's okay. Okay, thank you for that one, because I did need help now. Yeah, I hope you learned the fastest. Exactly. Senior developers are using ChatGPT and Claude Code. You can put JavaScript within HTML. On-click is the old way. Add event listener is the modern way. Remove the call brackets. Okay, so finally, y'all, we finally got it. I know how to use add event listener, so I guess that's good then, because then nobody uses on-click. That's great. I know how to use add event listeners, but you do have to do it the way that they tell you here. And then also too, what was it? And then you're saying don't use AI, please, it will ruin you. Well, I was only using AI because I couldn't find the first, well, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I couldn't find the definition of on-click in MDM docs. They wouldn't give me the right definition on Google. So I went to AI because they were doing something weird. But then over here though, AI still sat here and told me button on click, but maybe it was because they thought I was trying to get the button clicked. That's why they didn't, erase this part. But I didn't ask for the answer. I just needed to see, was this beginning part good? So it really depends on how you use AI. I don't think I used it poorly in this situation. It didn't even help in the end. It didn't even help, but I'm never the type to be like, I'm a search for an answer. I'm always the type to try my hardest to get the answer myself. If I can't get it, then I just end up asking y'all. So don't worry about my usage of AI. I don't use it in a bad way. I think some people can, but I don't. Says, damn, I wish the time I learned how to use code, ChatGPT existed, but not literally thrived on Stack Overflow. No, big facts. That was something that I was thinking of. I was like, in this generation, we had such an advantage. If you use it correctly, I think, of course, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to use it incorrectly, which kind of ruins everything. But if you use it correctly, we have such an advantage of being able to just actually learn stuff more easily. Because it's like, how if you ask a teacher a specific question, like, I'm lost on this question, you know how they still try to make it hard for you? It's like, just break down the question as you should so we can just understand it so I can move forward instead of making me sit here and still not get it because you broke it down in a weird way. Now you got ChatGPT, you got the study mode. If you use it in the correct way, they could break it down to you in a way where you will understand like forever. And I think they do it better than a damn teacher would, but it depends on how you ask it. Of course, if you ask it in a certain way, you're gonna just get the answer. You're never gonna learn. But you have to learn how to use it. That's why they're trying to teach students right now how to use ChatGPT in the right way, because they know their students are gonna use it. So they're like, just use it in this way. And hopefully that can end up working. But I can see the bad effects of it as well. Because a lot of people are lazy. A lot of people. There's too many people in this world that want stuff quick. They're going to immediately just get that answer just so they could get the job. And then now we got doctors who use ChatGPT and don't know what the hell they're doing. So it's going to be a scary world at some point. So we could probably move forward going up. We are on the road to 1,100 subscribers. So make sure if you're new here, man, hit that subscribe button. It says, hey, what's up, Mr. Mickey? It says, the thing is, ChatGPT is always there for you. You don't have to get time from a mentor. No, big facts. It says, yeah, your generation is blessed that you ask, you get roasted first, then helped after. That is hilarious. Damn, that had to have been terrible. I mean, I feel like in a way, like I said, we're blessed if you use it right. I think a lot of people are using it wrong. I'm not gonna lie. So this is pretty dope. So they're allowing us to put like a budget. So like, okay, we do a budget of 100. We do breakfast. We're gonna add an entry. I don't know. What's a good breakfast? Scrambled eggs. With bacon. Sorry, I gotta figure out. I don't know how much calories this is. 300, I guess. We're gonna just enter that. Then we add the entry. Oh, we're adding another one. Oops, clear it. Oh, I deleted everything. This is pretty dope though. What the hell? Oh, that's all I needed to do. Am I really about to create this? Hold on, this is kind of cool. Okay, let me fix this again because I don't know what happened. So eggs. And I was gonna do sausage, bacon, I guess. I don't care. Let's go 300. Then we got lunch. This is gonna be a ham and cheese sandwich. Why? I don't know, but one of the thick ham and cheese sandwiches though, like if it works for lunch, it's like the long one. Crazy work. Go 500 calories on that one. And then I think and then let's go to exercise. We skipped dinner and lunch because we're crazy. Or wait, exercise. I'm just putting like a workout I did. Okay, we got a workout called this, and then this is 1,000 calories because we did a lot when we did that. So let's calculate. Oh, oops. Daily calorie budget. 2,000. I think I'm in a deficit. What's my calculations? Wait, it's actually really cool though. So I'm in a calorie deficit. Okay, hold on. Let's make sure I just eat more. Actually, I'm doing a workout that's insane. Let's do this. Fine, we'll calculate that. No, I'm still in a deficit? Oh wait, I'm stupid because I didn't eat dinner. Okay, whatever. Let's just put this to 2,000 calories. Oh, damn. Wait, what the heck? I didn't know if you used a scroll bar, you could change. What? Did y'all know this? What the hell? Okay, whatever. Now I think we're fat. So let's calculate. Okay, yeah, we ate too damn much. So we had 200 calories budgeted, 4,900 calories consumed, 300 calories burned. Oh, so now I can finally do my little death workout. Well, I think if I switched it to 4,000. Damn, wait, why do I keep doing that? I meant to do 3. I'm still in a deficit. Okay, it's okay. It's only 73 at this point. 2,500 then. Let's go. Now we're good. It's just a surplus no matter what. Do I have to hit exactly? Like, they're making it seem like I'm fat because I went 400 calories over. You know what? Fine. Let's just start coding. Let's just get it. It says, God bless ChatGPT. Says, yo, what's up? Hey, what's up? Did you check my notice I sent you? I don't remember if I did. I have to go and see. I might have. It says, shipped the client project a few days ago and got paid. Using this money to learn game dev with some nice courses. Kind of feeling bored with web dev for some reason. Hey, that's what's up. That is what's up. And even if you're feeling bored about it, man, chase your true passion. If your true passion is gaming or making games, definitely chase that passion. I feel like, for me, I have a passion of creating video games as well. But for me, I feel like I can see myself enjoying making websites as on top of that. Like, I'm somebody where I have passions all over the place. Like, I like to journal, I like to write, I like to make stories, I like to I like to read, I like to play games, I like so many different things. So for me, I'm like, I love making websites, but I also like making video games. I would just let me finish this one, I'll hop on to the next one, probably go on to the next thing. Like, I love everything. I don't know why. So in this project, so they gave us the basics finally because I was so tired of writing those damn basics. I talk to ChatGPT more than an actual human. No kidding. Oh my goodness. In this project, you will learn to create a calorie counter form that enables users to input their daily calorie budget and calorie counts of the various meals. The form will calculate and display whether the user is in a calorie deficit or a surplus. So I'm guessing you have to hit the exact number to be like, you are perfectly fine. So you haven't been provided the boilerplate. How long have I been live for? Damn, wait, what? That's at 25 minutes? What the hell? I've only been live for 25 minutes? Am I going crazy, bro? Oh yeah, I started late as hell. I did start late. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I've been provided a boilerplate with CSS and HTML. Glory to God for that one, because I'm glad I don't have to do that. We only got to do a couple things. So then add a form element and give it an ID of calorie counter. So form, I don't remember if a form needs a closing, but I guess we'll see. Calorie counter. Oh, okay, good. We don't need a closing. Unless we do, and they just let that slide. Oh, they did. Why would they let that slide? They need to be hard on me. If I forgot my closing, you tell me I forgot my closing. So then we gotta do a label for budget, set to budget, and text budget. So close the label. And then, do I uppercase? Okay, yeah, they do. They do want me to uppercase. We got budget. Then create an input with the ID set to budget. Now, I don't know if they want my input, though, to be after my label or inside of my label. So ID is going to be set to budget as well. Honestly, I get so lost on what needs a closing tag and what doesn't, but we'll just continue pushing. If they're letting it pass, they're letting it pass. Says, yo, I'm late, but it's all good. Not too late, not too late. We're almost like 30 minutes in. We go on for about an hour. I honestly was gonna end this episode shortly. I mean, not shortly, but it was gonna be like a shorter episode. But probably not. Well, what is up, Snake? What is up, Snake? Snake, every time you join my live, you always say, well. What are we doing? What are we doing? Alright, we're at 1,080 subs, by the way, so if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Oh, we're at 1,081, so I got a new subscriber. That is what's up, but we're on the road to 1,100, so definitely join me on this journey. I'm just trying to get my JavaScript skills intact. I'm struggling, going through it. As of right now, they are putting me through some HTML, but trust me, we will be getting to this JavaScript part, and y'all, it's going to be crazy with this amount of stuff that we're going to have to do. I'm already shaking in my boots, okay? I'm already shaking because this is going to be just a scary, scary little process. So inside of this, we have to give a type, and the type is going to be, I can put my damn quotes down, number. So give it a type set to number to only allow numeric, am I saying that right? Numeric inputs? I feel like I'm putting too much emphasis somewhere. Then they want me to put a min, which equals 0. Or actually, I'm not even sure if you're supposed to put a quote around this. So I guess we'll see. And then they want me to do a placeholder, which equals daily calorie budget. Daily calorie budget. Finally, mark the input as required. I honestly haven't done that in so long, y'all. Like made like a text typing and then, you know, put required type min. Like I wouldn't forget it, but I haven't done that in so long. Oh my goodness. Because right now I'm not really working on anything that requires me having to type something and then retrieving the data. I'm just working on like websites. So that's crazy. I completely forgot about all of this. I don't know why, but I hate writing on these lines. I hate it. So in your form, users, oh, hi Marzi. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? What is up? So it's kind of like my weird thing. I say, well, hello there. How's it going? That's actually pretty dope. That's actually pretty dope. I wish that could get stuck into my vocabulary. I would love that. Every time I get into my live, well. That would be hilarious. In your form, users should have the capability to add various meal types along with the calorie counts. So create a field set. We got this field set. With the ID of breakfast. Breakfast. That's actually crazy that breakfast is really just breakfast. Now, within that element, if I can speak English, wait, actually, I kind of like doing it like this better. So field set, and then we got to come to the middle here, drop it down, and then we're putting in a legend. A legend is what puts text at the top of this damn field set. Oops, I almost put field set again. So legend, and then we got to do a class that equals input container. I wish they would write all of the HTML, because it's like, at this point, if we already passed the responsive web design course, just write the HTML. Let me get into the JavaScript at this point. So they want me to put breakfast uppercase. I'm gonna copy and paste because we are devs. We take the easy way, the road. Oh, I messed that up. Oh, create a div. Where'd they say that at? Oh, I put the class in the wrong spot. This is embarrassing. Okay, we got this. So with the text breakfast and an empty div. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? That is crazy. Div. Okay, there we go. We got that. We got that. On to the next. So do I completely learn from Free Code Camp? No, I do not. I actually learn from the Odin project and Free Code Camp, and then from different websites. Like I have MDM Docs open, W3 Schools sometimes, but then also too, I learn from building. So I do a whole bunch of different things to try and learn. Free Code Camp, I feel like when I'm on live though, I tend to do it more often, just because it's a little, I feel like it's more better for like, it looks like I'm coding basically, if that makes sense. Because I feel like since I'm on live, I don't really like to just constantly take notes. Because right now on the Odin project, the next thing they want me to do is just take a bunch of notes. So as of right now, I was going to finish a couple of these steps and then I was going to go and take some notes before I ended this live. But that's really the reason why I do a lot on Free Code Camp, especially when I'm on live. It's just because, you're able to just code a little bit, get it out of the way, get a couple questions in. It gets people to stick around for the live and stuff like that. But then also too, the more steps that I do end up solving, the closer I do get to my JavaScript certification on here. I know it's nothing like special, but it's definitely something special to me. So I currently love it. So then now we're putting lunch, and then they want me to do a div again. But because we're devs, we sit here and we copy and paste. We grab this class. Oh, wait, never mind. Everything was perfect there. Okay, but I'm actually glad that you did end up saying that, because I do, in all honesty, need to take some notes. But I'm going to take it when I hit 40 minutes into my live, and I'm going to take a couple of notes lastly. I don't know why the random words are about to come out of my mouth. Snake sounds like a cartoon villain. I am dead. If you guys are new here, man, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,100 subs, and the goal is to eventually become a freelance web developer. But to get there, I have to work on my JavaScript skills. I know right now they got me typing HTML, which I'm actually very good at typing. So I don't know why they got us in here doing this. But for dinner with the same nested elements. Oh, okay, they just want me to, okay, I was like, what the hell are they making me do? So basically, copy and paste one of these, and then do this, and switch this to dinner. But I've been documenting my journey from almost 4 months, by the way. I make 4 months on the 8th, but the reason why it feels a little bit, iffy, or a little bit like, damn, you still don't know JavaScript too, a little, like, more intensely, and it is because I'm only really able to study, like, an hour a day. Sometimes I can get longer, but most of the time it's an hour a day, specifically around this time because of how much overtime we have. So, pretty much, it kind of feels like I'm, like, 2 months in rather than 4 months in, but I am definitely learning a whole bunch. So, it is amazing. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Join me on this journey. That would be super damn dope. I also post long form videos where I document what is it called? Like me doing a barbershop series. It's supposed to be like a mock client, which is supposed to prep me for a real client. So it's super, super dope. Definitely hit that sub button. Damn, how do you spell exercise? What? Wait, why do I even have it uppercase is the real question. Can I please? Size. And then we got to do an uppercase here. So exercise, something like this. Why do I keep putting some random ass letters in these random places? Okay, so we finally got that. This looks actually pretty neat. This looks pretty neat. It's actually a pretty cool thing that they got me building here. It says I'm coding in Corsa Lab. That ish is reducing my points just because I don't have an account on that particular social media site, which is conducting the course. That is insane. That is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Cannot believe it. Do you recommend a website for beginners? I think if you're a beginner, like for HTML and CSS, I think Free Code Camp is great. If you're a beginner for JavaScript, the Odin project is great. Honestly, I think the Odin project is great all around either way. But I just know that I personally learned very well with my HTML and my CSS through Free Code Camp. But I think the Odin project, Free Code Camp, they have a website called Scribba. Scribba is really good, but the only thing is that I think you have to pay for it, but it's like a guided little class, and then, but it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's like playing a YouTube video in front of you, but you're able to write code with it, but then eventually they'll ask you a question. So then now you got to write the code based on like what you think it is or what they tell you to do, and then you write the code, they'll either pass it or not. And it's a pretty cool little site. I like that site a lot, but I'm just not paying for it. Trust. I ain't paying for it. We got controls, especially if there's like free things you could do. I think you could find those literal websites or those literal videos for free on YouTube. Then next, a span element inside of the div. Okay, so we're going span up in here. Span, close that. We got that done. Almost missed the stream again. Well, how much minutes are we in? We're like 36 minutes in. At least you made it quite early. That is amazing. But let me go and see next one. In your span, create a label. Oh no, they got me doing a bunch. They're like, oh really? They're like, you keep saying that you know JavaScript. I mean, you know HTML. Then here, do it yourself. Now I'm nervy. So create a label element for an entry drop down. Give it the text, add food. Oh my gosh, my back hurts. The text, add food, yada yada. Then create a select for the ID. So we're doing ID equals, wait, what? Select element with the ID set to this. Oh. This is embarrassing. Actually, wait, do I put it here? Select. I think I'm so messing this up. I'm actually confused where the hell they want me to write this. Then create an ID. I might be doing this entirely wrong, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Well, I mean, technically. So we got entry level drop down. Don't know why there's a space here. Where's my select? Oh wait, okay, so we did the ID. And a name set to options. So name set to, I can space, options. Okay. Well, oh, damn. Maybe I should put it like this. So name set to options. Below that, add a button element. So give your button. Okay, so I'm assuming the button. Wait, okay, so below that, as in button here. I'm wondering, was my select supposed to be inside of there? That's where I'm lost. I don't think a button needs a closing. I say that for everything that I type. I don't remember what needs a closing and what doesn't. At the end of the day, I could fix it if I get it wrong. So I'm not upset about that because I know what I'm doing. I think I'm going too fast. So give your button a type. Your button a type. Attribute set the button to prevent automatic. Okay. I've never done this before. Oops. Okay, so bro, they did not tell me to do no damn label for. Didn't they? Oh, but you know what? The reason why it needs to be that is because the ID for select. So label for, copy this, completely missed ya. And then you should add a select element to your span element. Okay, so I'm assuming my select element is supposed to be outside of my label is all that means. Which is fine. Okay, there we go. That's where I knew I was like, maybe I put the select in the wrong spot. My first impression on learning Bootstrap from Free Code Camp is the initiative is great, but the content feels boring and not detailed. You have to find your own ways to get in depth. No big facts. I recommend Super Simple Dev for you, Marzi, as well. Since I saw your video last couple days, you talked about JavaScript being the barrier holding you back from being a freelancer. No big facts. Free Code Camp is a bit complicated to me. Their instructions are not that clear. Oh, okay. So then maybe the Odin project would be nice, or you could probably watch the same person that is being recommended. I think Super Simple Dev did do HTML and CSS courses. But no, yeah. I have checked Super Simple Dev's JavaScript course out. I think my thing is that I feel like I learned through reading. I have a hard time with a video telling me stuff. I feel like I need to read and then take notes. Like I can't do a video. I just can't do a video. Like I tried it. That was not helping. Your select menu needs options for each of the food exercise field set elements you created in a previous step. So use the option element to create a new option for each field set. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. So they want me to use the option element. So they want me to go option to create a new option for each field set. The value attribute of each option should be the ID of the field set. So value should be the ID of what field set? What the hell? And the text of each option should be the text. So set the breakfast option as the selected option. Wait, that just confused me. So let me just go see breakfast. So the ID is breakfast. Okay, so break fast. And then set, what was the other one? Oh, then the text should be the legend. Oh, so that's just breakfast. Oh, okay, sorry. That threw me off. Wait, so am I done, or do they want me to do it for every single one? Okay, they want me to do it for every single one. Yikes. Paste. Oh, damn, why would they paste it right there? Oh, we're good. We're good. Paste. Paste. I think that's 5. So now we're just doing dinner. Dinner. And then we're doing lunch. Wait, does lunch come before dinner, actually? Damn, it does. I don't know if that matters. Well, if it does, we'll fix it. So lunch, dinner, snacks, or snack. Okay, snacks. And then exercise. I believe that's how you spell that. Okay, there we go. There we go. So now we just need to do uppercase dinner. I could just copy and paste, honestly, and then just uppercase the next letter. So that's probably going to be the move here. Make that a little bit easier. Make that a little bit easier. I hope the order does not matter, because either way, we're doing it correctly. Is this snacks or snacks? Again, but I'm looking here. Okay. And then we got exercise. Copy and paste. Because we are devs, paste that. We got to uppercase the E. Bammers. Are they upset about it? Ah, I knew they would be upset, man. I just knew it. Okie doke. So now... Oh, wait, I just did the same shit. I just did the same thing. What the hell? Alright, so now just erase both of these. Fine. I had a feeling. Because technically... Oh, wait, did I still mess that up? Your first option should be selected by default. Bro, I actually don't even remember how to do that. Is it selected? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I honestly... Like, I remember what they said. But I remember that there was something to make that happen. I just don't remember. Well, now I do. Now I do. So how can we add an entry? Can we add some numbers? No, we can't. Wait. Oh, I was clicking letters. I'm like, why is the numbers not adding? Says Clark, have you bought that pen yet? I also recommend Super Simple Dev to her told ya. Says any UI UX here. I don't know. I just have like such a hard time like watching a video and like learning how to code. It's so difficult. Are you saying, are you coding front end only now? As of right now, yes, it is only front end. Make sure you're on hitting that subscribe button. Join me on this journey. Just trying to get a bit more of JavaScript on my belt. How long have I been coding for? 43 minutes. Okay, so we're going to end this stream on some taking notes because we already finished the rock, paper, scissors game. If you missed that live, I'm so sorry. I think I did that live. I think I did that live at night when barely anybody showed, right? Was that when I did that live at nighttime where barely anyone showed? So I might have to do it on the weekend. Or was that yesterday? When the hell did I do the rock, paper, scissors game, y'all? Still asking her to sell me this pen. Says noted, I understand people have different preferences for learning. I am glad you found the one that for you and really applaud you for showing up every time and keep at it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank all of y'all because sincerely, this would not, like, I probably would not have kept going if it wasn't for having this community of people who, like, really want to see me code, man. Like, that's just truly, truly amazing. Or possibly, you know, it inspires them. Like, I think that's just super dope. That is just super dope. But alright, y'all. So now we're back here with some note taking. If you're new here, man, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,100, I believe, during the stream. We've gotten one sub, which I don't know who that was, but that's amazing. Let me go see if I can see it. Oh no, you can't. Damn, I would have shouted them out if I could see their name. It says you only code at night. No, I actually code, well, for me, it's the morning time. So I actually code in the morning, but I believe I coded at night the last time, which I think if you're from a different country, that probably would have been morning for you. But I actually code in the morning. Right now, it is 1 p.m. for me. But if it's nighttime for you, then yeah, I guess it'll be night. It says, are you learning part-time or full-time? Part-time, like 100% part-time. If there's anything less than part-time, that's what I'm learning. I learn it as a side hustle because it's like, I can barely get learning it. I can only get an hour in a day. Right now, I guess we're learning about clean code right now. So I guess this is probably going to help with, is this just helping with making this more, like cleaner, like clear basically? So why is it important to write clean code? So there's not that much questions, but there's a whole bunch in here that I'm just gonna go over. So you might think of the majority of developers' work involves writing code. However, in reality, a significant amount of time is spent reading code. Oh, I get it. So basically you need to know how to write your code because there's gonna be people reading it, and if you write like a dimwit, then people won't be able to understand. So it says in reality, right now I'm taking some notes, y'all, that a significant amount of time spent on reading code. Amount of time is spent on reading code. Oh, yo, I watched the new Superman. I actually liked it. I think I would give it like I would say like a 7 out of 10, maybe a little higher. I think the only reason why I like it is because like now watching like superhero movies like the DC universe, I'm glad that it's restarting because I loved superhero movies, but I could never watch it because I didn't know what the hell was going on. I wish they would do the same thing with Marvel, man. Cause I want to get into Marvel, but with all those different universes, I don't know what the hell is going on. Some devs, so never mind, I'm from a different time zone. It's 10 p.m. for me. Oh, okay. And some devs will intentionally make bad naming conventions so he can get replaced on a project. Oh, that's good to know. Hopefully I'll do the same. No, I'm just kidding. That would be insane. Hi, what is up? It says this includes code written by other team members, code written by people who no longer are part of their team, and even code that you wrote 2 weeks ago, but may not remember much about it. Ooh, okay. So that's actually kind of crazy. I didn't even think it would extend that far. I mean, I currently don't even think I would want to. I don't mind working in a career setting, but because my first goal is to really become a freelancer, maybe me not having these thoughts were okay. Because I don't think I would have to look at somebody else's code. I mean, I'll be pissed if someone's like, "Can you fix this website?" and it's not even my website. I'll be like, "Hold on, that's not what I signed up here for. I'm freelancing. I'm here to make you a website." So members and then code written. I was gonna say, who ended up earlier talking about how they sold a website to somebody, but they want to go into game dev? I forgot who said that because I was gonna say, how much was it your first time like having a client and selling a website, or was it like, you've been doing this for a minute type stuff? That's what I'm wondering. Just because since that's my goal, I actually have a lot of questions for that, and I honestly skimmed over my head that was even said, and I hope you didn't leave yet because I feel like I haven't been seeing you comment. So you probably did end up leaving, but that's okay. I guess I'll have to ask next time if I could find your name later. But that you wrote 2 weeks ago, just in case, so I could remember the seriousness behind why your code needs to be written correctly. Says, what's your ideal dream job then? I think my ideal dream job is honestly, like my ideal, I would say, is anything that includes working from home. So I wouldn't care if that was YouTube being the job. Obviously, YouTube is up and down, but if that was YouTube, I wouldn't care if that was freelancing or doing it as a side hustle, technically it would be called freelancing if I'm doing it full time. Just anything working from home. Like, I feel like I've always just wanted to stay at home, especially because I've always wanted to be like a parent, and I don't want people to have to watch my kids. So I'm like, I would want to be a stay-at-home like worker. just so that I could be a parent. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if I'm working in an actual building, then I probably would never have kids because I just don't want to put that burden on somebody else. And I know you can hire babysitters, but I wouldn't trust people. So I feel like for me, that's how I think. So I wouldn't care how much I'm getting paid. As long as I can work from home, I'll be chilling. So don't think of these principles as something you need to master immediately. Everybody writes messy code sometimes, even professionals. No, yeah, that's big facts. I remember someone the other day, they were telling me how I need to learn how to write cleaner code or something like that. I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is like my third project in JavaScript. That's why my code is messy. I'm just trying to get this damn thing to work. But I like that was said. So this could be my little comeback. Like, even professionals. No, imagine. No, actually, I never really try to talk back when I feel like someone is saying something crazy. Or not crazy, but, I usually just laugh at it. I find it funny. What we want to do here is give you some guidelines to improve readability. Okay, understand. Let's get to the lessons. So, we got these 3 things they're going to be teaching us here. So it says, same, don't like going out every day. Says, A, quit playing around, Mr. Terrific with my dude, bruh. No, facts. Facts. Oh my goodness. For a second, I didn't know what you were talking about, and I was like, oh yeah, I just talked about the movie. So it says, is FreeCodeCamp the only website you learn from all these stuff? I just answered that, I feel like. Maybe you didn't hear me, but I said I do the Odin project. Like, right now, this is the Odin project. I do the Odin project, I do W3 Schools, MDM Docs, and FreeCodeCamp. But I remember you asked me that earlier, and I answered it, unless that's a different person. But it says, I'll learn making websites and then learn to make it AI. Launch my AI and be a gazillionaire. Hey, that's what's up. I pray that happens for you. Surely. It says, oh no. No, big facts though. That's the reason why, like I said, I would want to work from home, because you could have some of those people, or sometimes they be abusive. Have y'all seen those cameras where it's like the babysitter's like literally hitting your kid? I'm like, yo, like I hate like I would never leave my kid with somebody. I can't. And then, like I said, then it's not like there isn't family, but I just feel like for me, I never want to push that burden onto somebody, because I feel like I've had an experience where I felt like that burden was pushed on me to watch somebody else's kid. And then I had to be like, at the end of the day, like, this isn't my kid. And I didn't like, you're treating me like I birthed this child. Like, I was the reason why you had this kid. I'm like, I did nothing. I'm here just trying to help. And you're treating me like I'm the worst person on the planet. So at that point, I just had to pull back. I was like, yeah, no, I never want to put that burden on somebody. If they didn't have a kid, they didn't have the damn kid. You don't have to watch my kid. I have to watch my kid. I have to take care of my own kid. So I feel like that's really my mind. So my dream job really is just working from home. I don't care what it is, but I hope that I can work from home, or at least work from like my own time. So instead of like, having to work every single day, I could work 3 times out the week or 2 times out the week type shit, but I'm making enough to still put my half of the rent. You know what I mean? Something like that. But that would be my dream job. I really want children, bro. I really want children, but I refuse. I refuse to do that to somebody. So that's why I'm holding back on it. Okay, now we got write good comments. Perfection. So it says, what is clean code? Considering the following examples. So we got example A. And then we got example B. Okay. This looks clean. Wait, honestly, what is the difference? I mean, they don't have the semicolons. Are we talking about the semicolons? And then also, too, we don't know what the hell W means. X, Z. Like, what the hell do these even mean? So I guess clean code is making it clearer. So generate user greeting, name, greeting, name. Okay, yeah, this is definitely way better. So which of the examples do you find easier to read? This one. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine. I'm like, this one is clearly easier. No, definitely this one. Definitely this one. It's immediately clear that the latter one is more meaningful. Surprisingly, both of these functions perform the exact same task. Yeah, I figured. I don't think I'm going to write the whole example. I don't think I need to, but should I? Should I write both of the examples to show myself why one of them is better. I mean, I think I don't have to. I'm just going to write it in text. So don't use variables. Wait, no, because that's going to confuse me. Don't use, oh wait, actually, don't use variable names like X, Y, and Z. Make it clear about what you're talking about, basically, right? Clear about what you're saying or what you're doing, basically, I think is better. And then now I'm just going to declare what the hell X is, which would be generate user's greeting. Amazing, amazing. And then about greeting. And then the last one should be name. And then that should be good. So perfection, perfection. So in the first example, single lettered variables use indentations and spacing are inconsistent. Oh, and the spacing is inconsistent. So spacing needs to be consistent. Consistent. I love that. I love that. And then how long will it take to decipher what's going on so you can work with it? That's true, because if I'm looking at this, I would have been like, okay, I guess I got to go back, see what the hell X is. Or not even, because you wouldn't even know. Actually, I don't think you'd be able to know at all. Right? Because you're declaring a variable. I mean, maybe we'll run the code to be able to be like, oh, they're putting John hello. Or they're putting, not John hello, wow, crazy. They're putting hello John. Or are they doing John hello? Hello John? No, I think it's hello John. Yes, okay, I was like, what the hell? So imagine you're collaborating on a project with someone who has written the first function. How long will it take for you to decipher it? For years? Or perhaps you've written it yourself some time ago and completely forgotten that it even existed. I might have did something like that. I might have. I think in HTML though. Hey, what's up, what's up? Well, you may not know what each part does. It's much easier to guess. I feel like at this point, I'm probably going to put my notes to the side here just because I did want to kind of get off a little bit earlier. So how long have we been on stream for? We've been on stream for about, almost an hour. I guess I'm not getting off earlier than as I thought. Damn, my hat done went up. Like, what the hell? My hat is tripping. So, real quick, we ended up getting 1,082 subs today. Well, honestly, in my sleep, I think I went to sleep at 1,070, and then I woke up to 1,080. So definitely today we gained like 10 subs, well, 12 subs in total. But just off of this live, we only gained 2 subs, which is not bad at all. I normally don't really care about the sub count. It is actually super dope that people are even subbing to begin with, and I can't believe we're that close to 1,100. Y'all have no idea how long it took for me to make my other channel hit 1,200. And I gave up on that channel just because of how much time I put here. So sorry, late for the stream. Oh, it's all good, it's all good. I thought you came earlier. Damn, I think I'm mixing people up. Oh yeah, I am mixing you up. That's crazy. I swear, I just be mixing people up for some reason. But it's all good, it is all good because I do go live tomorrow. I go live around this exact same time. Maybe a little bit earlier, but it's normally around this exact same time. So definitely you could tune in to that live. That is all good. That is all right. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'm sure you are though. But if there's anybody else here that is not subscribed, I have been learning how to code for about 3 months, and I have been or about to be 4 months actually. Kind of feels like 2 months because I barely get to study, but I have been trying to become a freelance web developer, which I think should happen very soon, maybe around January or something. That's just my guess to make myself feel, a little better if it takes longer. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm definitely understanding JavaScript a lot more now. So I'm very, very excited. It says, when is your next stream? My next stream should be tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST. Or maybe a little bit later, like 12:30 EST, but normally it's exactly like 12 p.m. EST. Am I closing? Yes, I'm going to be closing, but y'all can ask some questions though. I'm probably going to stay on, yap it up for a little bit. If you want to ask some questions, if you're good on questions, then I'm going to just close it out. But no, yeah, so I've been documenting this journey since day 0, before I even had a laptop. It is insane. I have videos going from way back all the way to now, so y'all could literally see my progress. If you're interested in this journey, you could literally see my progress from day 0 moving forward. So if you're someone who just wants to start, man, watch those videos. I was going crazy. I think I even documented a little bit more on my long form videos, a lot more of my life. I did more vlogs. I did more, just sit down talk videos, more coding videos. Now I kind of just do like storytelling videos because it makes it, easier on my end. And it seems like you guys actually like it. For me having 1,080 subs and being able to average at least above 400 views, maybe even higher. Like these last couple of days, I hit 1,000 views on 2 videos and one of them is close to it. I was like, damn, like y'all are really liking my videos, my little storytelling clips of just me, straight up just me coding and me talking. I think my average view duration though is still bad no matter what video I do. People don't watch to the end. So it'd be nice if you're here, if you can definitely watch to the end of my videos. They're only like 3 minutes long, which is shocking. I'm like, I have a 3-minute long video and people don't watch to the end. I'm like, what throws people off? I wonder if it's like, maybe it's not what they expected. Am I not jumping right into the topic? Do they expect to see me talking to the camera? Like, I really don't know how to make that longer. And I made so much different content. And I've never had, like, I don't have not one video where my average view duration was longer than a minute. You said you watched to the end, by the way. Thank you so much, Clark. But no, I really don't know what that is. It's like, but I'm starting to consider that maybe it's because I do have like a smaller audience, So maybe it could be just because my audience is still smaller. Maybe I need to build more like of a bigger audience, and then that would make people stay longer in that way, because then it's like they're more. No, I don't know how to explain it. But that was something ChatGPT was saying. I've been going off of ChatGPT for that one. I was like, how do I build this? Because I ended up actually fixing my click-through rate, which was amazing. And the way I learned that was I watched somebody with, you say lo-fi girl, but with the face cam and mic. I watched somebody, what was it, on YouTube, who was explaining thumbnails and how to attract the eye with a thumbnail. And so, which is why you start seeing now, like, my thumbnails look a little bit different from how they used to way before. And ever since I started doing my thumbnails like that, literally, my click-through rate went through the roof. So that's why I'm getting so much views, because so much people love my thumbnails, they love my title, it is great. But then when they click on it, that's where I'm like, okay, maybe my video doesn't execute what they thought. Maybe the quality of the video isn't what they thought. And that's normally where I end up, having an issue, because they clearly like the video. They like the title, they like the thumbnail, otherwise they wouldn't have clicked on it. So then it's like, okay, so how do I keep them to stay longer? I think I probably need to hear like a human say it, because I've been asking ChatGPT, but ChatGPT's like, they tried helping me with thumbnails and they never helped my click-through rate. I watched one dude on YouTube who talked about the thumbnails, and literally my click-through rate started just skyrocketing. People love, like, just constantly click on my videos now. And it's just way higher than it was before. And I think it's been progressively getting higher the more subs that I get. So I'm like, I definitely need to hear it from like an actual YouTuber. I'm probably going to comment on his damn video and be like, brother, teach me ADV, or average view duration, my bad. AVD, I think is how you pronounce it. I suggest starting with an exaggerated introduction. It says how much a person can take time. Oh, try sticking to the same topic. I feel like I do. What I do is I have a series going on with the barbershop series. So that's very similar. And then normally every other video, I tend to do something a little different. So it'll be like a sit down talk video. So like I'm learning to code every day to become a freelancer, or 81 days into JavaScript. I thought I would know more. I feel like those videos do well. But normally I do like a barber client episode, and then I switch to this, and then barber client episode switch to this. So I have like a series going on in the midst of different things. So it says, or make so I suggest with an exaggerated introduction, or make them anticipate something at the end. That's what I wanted to do, is be like, stay to the end for blah blah blah. But then it's like, tell me not. If you hear someone say that, you're fast forwarding to the end to figure out what the hell you're looking for. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to say stay till the end, because then it's like, they're just going to go to the end. That's what I do. So if someone's like, at the end, I'll give you the most important tip, I just go to the end, because it's like, what are we doing? Like, I'm not about to stay here for the 30-minute video. I just want to see the end. So it says, how much a person could take time to learn web dev. Honestly, I take an hour out of my day to learn web dev. I think if you could do more, great for you, because you could definitely go way more further if you put in way more hours. But I'm at the point where I'm at because I only can put an hour in. I'm actually working a full-time job, working 12-hour shifts, so I'm not able to put in that much time. But I still am learning. So I just learned data store service on my coding language. Hey, that's what's up, Jocko. So it depends on which part you bang your head. Some people like me will end up learning just syntax for the whole life. I hope that's not how it is for me, man, because that's kind of where I feel though. Like I feel like I know syntax, I don't know logic. But because I kept building, like when it came to the rock, paper, scissors game, it was kind of like I was able to just do it on my own in a way. Cause it was like I understood it. It was weird. I was like, I know I need to do an if statement, but then it's like random number equals 0. Like it just started like, oh my goodness, it started clicking for me. But that's why I think I do need to build more projects as well. I just need to understand which one is good for my learning process. And the Odin project was the one who recommended me the rock, paper, scissors anyway. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking with the Odin project, I should definitely learn some more. Says 7 says, ever coded on a tablet? No, but I've actually coded on my phone one time. When I first got into free code camp, I did it on my phone. Says graphic designing has also a big scope in freelancing sense. Oh yeah, big facts. Big facts. Graphic designing is not bad at all. But alright, y'all, if you're new here, man, hit that sub button. If you ended up missing this live, that is okay. You can definitely catch the next one. I am going to be hopping off of here. Hope y'all ended up enjoying this live. I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. And I also got a video coming out later tonight at 8 p.m. That video, I'm going to give y'all a little hints to what that video is going to be about. But that video is going to be, oh, you know what? I guess it is about the rock, paper, scissors game. Completely forgot. So it's called This Easy JavaScript Game Nearly Made Me Quit. That's very clickable, right? Tell me if that's not clickable. Coding on the phone, oh my gosh, you were great. I only did it for 3 days. And it got difficult. It says, oh, what kind of game do you play? What kind of game do I play? I only play, like if we're talking about like PS5 games, I only play like, I don't even know. I like simulation games. So let's try to catch you tomorrow. Hey, okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I play simulation games like The Sims. That's probably one of them. But anyway, that video is going to come out. I think it sounds pretty good. I'll be seeing y'all later. Thank you, Mr. Mickey the Mouse. Deuces.